I was on my own, just moving towards camp, and heard this roar and this crack, and basically couldn't actually see anything in the fog. And
what went through your mind at that point?
I knew something was coming towards me. I thought I escaped at first, but I couldn't see it. Suddenly I'm just hit by this wall of snow, like a snow can, and just completely blinded, couldn't see. I've got kind of snow, couldn't breathe, panic attack. I thought,
did you think you were going to die?
For a couple of seconds or so, you don't know how big the avalanche is, and I thought I was gone. I've never felt that sickening fear before. It was just the longest 30 seconds of my life.
Now, 3 of your group lost their lives, didn't they? When was it you found out that there had been casualties and there'd been fatalities?
We got to Camp 1. Unfortunately, we're all unhurt, but we then, about half an hour afterwards, we rang down to base camp, and that was when we actually learnt that this had been a much bigger event than we realised, and 3 of our staff had sadly died at base camp in the avalanche that hit that.
And when was it that you were able to get word back to your family back here that you were at least okay?
Fortunately, I had a satellite phone on me, so I called home straight away. And I was the only person actually had one in the team, fortunately. And I imagine this is quite a lot of trauma, really, back home. It was quite a helpless situation. We were stuck at Camp 1 for 2 nights because the route down to base camp had been just completely destroyed.
When did you realise the scale of what had happened there? I
think really when we get down to base camp, we flew down by helicopter, then we walked out from base camp 2 days afterwards. After actually helping out there, I think when we got down to base camp, it was just I've never seen anything like it. It was like a plane crash, obliterated. I mean, things in our camp had been thrown probably 500 metres away. Our cook who died, his house has also fallen down in Pembrokeshire. You know, his family have lost everything.
And Alex, you're only 19 years old. How much has all this changed you?
I think when you've kind of been in a position when you genuinely think you're going to die, that you realise how precious life is. And I'm fortunate that I'm back safe, but thousands of people in Nepal have died and have lost everything. I may have lost my dream and lost a few possessions and been very, very close to not coming back. I mean, had we been at base camp, our camp would have been completely, you know, most of our team would probably would have died. But I think it's made me understand in my life that time is precious, and I want to make sure I make the biggest impact and difference that I can.
This is the second time that you've had a very lucky escape. I have to ask you, are you going to try again? You're talking about, you know, doing something with your life. Are you going to try again?
I don't know. I mean, Everest has been my life for a long time now, and I've given a lot, but I think when you've been that close, it's just it's certainly scared me. I think there's plenty more stuff to come in adventure and challenge and fundraising. Right now, I'm trying to actually fundraise as much as I can for for Nepal, but I don't know at the moment in time.
It's great to see you back. That lovely picture of you and your mum at the airport. What was going through your mind at that point?
Relief, maybe. I mean, obviously sad the trip's come to an end, but it could have been so much worse, and just incredibly fortunate and relieved. And I'm sure.
What about your mum?
My mum, she was speechless. Really, it was an emotional moment for me, and I'm very fortunate that I've got my family, and I'm sure they're very glad to have me back, although I could be grounded for a while.
I'm sure you might be. Alex, thank you so much for coming to talk to us about it.